See where the routes take us right off the bat.
Yep. And we're going. Alright, so it looks like they're going to check Link's house first, and it is 300 rubies. Nice.
Almost a Houlihan away from getting to Zora already.
And already, nope, never mind. Bash maybe think he was going to go to Sarasa. And that was a quick matchup. I think I saw crystals all across the board.
I saw 3 crystals, but I did not see what the numbers were.
No, neither did I. And the poultry's got 5 arrows. That's pretty good ammunition for later, once they find that bow.
Definitely the bow.
Oh,
not have to worry
power
about
glove immediately from Uncle.
Almost there for the 5-minute Dark World. 1/3 of the way.
Indeed. Half magic as well. Wow.
Uncle just got all the stuff in his cave, like, loaded.
Yeah, that's already 2 really good things that are off the racers' backs. And magic powder at Sanctuary.
That's a great safety to have.
Indeed, I like using it as well. That also means they don't have to do fake powder.
Oh yes.
And it looks like we're gonna have a route deviation. It looks like Mal's gonna check the back of Sanctuary, and Bash is going to Lumberjack.
Yeah, Bash not having a bomb, so can't go down into the Sanctuary. But Mally getting the 1 bomb off of the guard before the escape sequence.
And we got more bombs down there, and a small P. And bombos! Interesting.
Mally not having seen the front of escape, not gonna go through the dark rooms to check. I think that's a good play.
That is a green bottle on Lumberjacks. So Aga 1 could be required if they need that bottle.
It very well could be. There could definitely be something at Sick Kid.
Yeah.
Bash heading here into the forest. Gonna see what's at the mushroom spot.
Oh yeah, Mushroom's definitely on his mind right now. And it's the progressive shield.
Grabbing the Fisher Price shield will work out later if you get up to the gold. Makes the laser bridge infinitely easier.
Oh yeah. Mal doing their lumberjack check. Mally rather, sorry.
Just a piece of heart down in the drop down room in the forest.
Yeah, there hasn't been any route deviations yet. I wonder where that first one's gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, just checking the sanctuary for Mally, but that's just a necessity check since Bash couldn't. We'll probably see it happen after the village, depending on what things people have.
Yeah, and it looks like Bash is going straight for bombs. And he's gonna stop at bartender first as well.
Yeah, I always like to check this first in case it is 3 bombs.
Just some ammo.
There was once a time where I bought the bombs and then went in there and got 3 useless bombs because I was full.
Yeah, I do check there as well. Alright, so there's his bombs. Given his positioning, he's probably gonna check Chicken Hut first.
Yeah, doing the entire Kakariko backwards, or not?
Oh, no, he's gonna go all the way up to, I think, the well.
But
Heart container bottle merchant. Unfortunately, he didn't have any damage, so we don't know if that was a sanctuary heart.
Well, we should find out here after Mally checks blinds.
Indeed. Ooh, single green. And there's another heart container. That one's not the Sank heart. For those of you new to the running, Sank heart is the only heart container that will fully heal you.
Oh yes, and for anyone just tuning in for their first time here, this is an open mode race, which means it starts out with Zelda already saved. You don't have to go through the escape sequence. The
Well,
biggest change is you don't get a sword.
Oh yes, but all the chests in Escape are still lootable.
Oh yes, yes. You can choose when you want to go through it. It's not forced right at the beginning, like in a standard seat, like in the last turn.
Yeah. Is that the other single ruby?
I think so.
Alright,
I think
we got
that's
another
both
Harketeer.
of them.
And there's one and only 100 chests in the game. I find it sometimes funny when I get the bottle merchant to pay me that 100 rubies.
It is
Oh,
pretty funny.
Oh, and Mally had full health, so we actually will never know if that was Sankheart.
Unless we find Sankheart somewhere else, then we'll
Yeah.
know it wasn't. Our only hope.
Just a bomb booster inside Chicken Hut.
So nothing really of value in the village so far. Everything found elsewhere.
Yeah. I mean, there's still hope that the race has something.
The race, the library, sick kids still could have something very, very important.
Well, we can't check Sick Kid yet.
Oh no, but the village still could be holding out on us.
Yeah. There's also the magic bat. Oh, was that cape I saw?
The cape in the library.
Boots to cape to progression. Let's go.
That would be scaring me. Oh, and just the big 20 on the race game.
Yes. Unfortunately.
Now Bash gonna check the back of Escape.
Yeah, Bash is definitely gonna do that, and getting a little full heal from Zelda. Actually, why would you get a full heal from Zelda when you're gonna go try to escape and save quit anyway?
Well, if if he gets the small key, which we know he will, he might try to go backwards through the dark rooms. I don't know if I would without a sword, because killing that rat in the dark with a bomb is just insanely hard.
Oh yeah, definitely. He was actually probably hoping for a sword down here now that I think about it.
We're gonna get to see a damn check from Mally.
Yep. Something in Bumper Cave, that's what I was saying earlier. Boots to progression on Bumper Cave. And nothing important in the damn chest. Let's see what's in the water outside. And it looks like we might have mini molas coming up here in a little bit on Mally's end.
Yeah, Bash was going over to the mini Moldorm cave, then turned around to check out the dam.
Alright, Beatrice there.
Getting closer to Zora money.
Yeah, and Zor is technically on in the logic. It's not sequence broken because of the power glove.
Yeah, definitely. They can get there.
They obviously don't want to go there right now because it's out of the way. And it'll only be one item.
Tag, it would be so evil.
Oh geez, yeah, that I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
But at least you have boots.
Mally having a little bit of trouble with the Moldorms. Or mini dorms.
Gets
Almost died there. Has to be careful if they want to go to Ice Rock Cave.
That's a very tricky room to do without a sword.
Yeah.
Or
Moon Pearl, there we go. And Fire Rod! They have a weapon now.
Yeah, that definitely heats things up.
I see what you did there.
But yeah, especially with half magic, that's a really good weapon to have.
And with Moon Pearl, they could try Fake Flippers and check Waterfall Cave.
I definitely would at this point. I don't like to fake flipper without the Moon Pearl anymore, but if you've got it, I'd definitely do it every time.
Yeah. But the question is, will they check the island?
I would check everything you can, because you can, if you know how to do the fake flipper back from Hobo, then it's not that hard to check everything. And it's number 5 at Desert, So we have the 5 crystal of desert and then 2 other crystals elsewhere.
Alright, so desert's gonna be important for something.
And our tracker already had that. Thanks, Kermit.
Yes, thank you indeed, Kermit.
Mally not gonna go back and check the fake flippers. Just gonna save and quit.
Yeah, that's probably safe on their part, because they might get sniped by a Zora or something.
Oh, definitely. You definitely can get sniped and
And
then just
the
sadness.
Fire Rod escape its front side is absolutely a good option.
Oh, yes, that will just make everything just melt. Super easy. And a save and quit from Bash also.
Alright, looks like they might be going the same way. We'll see though.
It's certainly a tempting play.
Yeah, it looks like they're both gonna go check escape. Just the map in the first chest.
But we know that's gonna leave us an item in the dark in the middle.
Yep, guaranteed at this point because they found the small key and the map.
And without a sword or anything, it's a lot easier to take those rooms in the dark to go check it from the front side without having to kill anything.
Yeah.
And with the fire rod, you can hit the torches and light things up also. Not
Yeah,
that
that's something I'm kind of interested in seeing if they incorporate in the logic in the future is knowing where those torches are in the dark so you can light it up. Also Quake.
2 medallions already. Is that gonna mean that both T-Rock and Misery Mire are pendants?
No, I'm gonna say that both of them require ether.
Fair enough.
Or at least the required one of the two. And we got Zelda's chest right here.
Oh, and the hammer! That's Dark World.
And that means Agate not required.
No, definitely not.
Oh, looks like I was completely wrong.
Well, unless there are no bottles. If all the bottles are in Ganon's tower and the sick kid has something important, then...
Well, yes, but I
we
called
might
that
have
they
to.
would not have Dark World access.
Oh, yeah, you're right. But you said Aga required, though, so you still could be partially correct.
Yeah. And it looks like Mally is gonna go to Sarasala.
Yeah, I like checking as much of the Sphere Zero, Sector Zero, whatever you want to call it, zones as you can in the first 15 minutes
Is
before
Mally gonna
going to
talk
Dark
to
World.
Sarasala? That's the question.
With Dark World access, I wouldn't, because you can find out as soon as you hop over.
Yeah. There's the sword! And the single arrow.
Bash, it looks like, coming back over here might be going up into the Dark World.
Or you could be checking Magic Bat.
Oh yeah, Magic Bat. I forgot about the powder so early.
And it looks like that's the play.
100%.
And I like this, getting this out of the way because in case they don't have mirror.
Yeah, that is smart. And then you can just head north and go check out Skullwoods, and then with the fire rod even finish it if you're feeling brave without... No, you can't without a sword. You gotta go over and get a sword before you can finish Skullwoods.
Yeah. But I usually route blacksmiths when I, the magic bat when I go to blacksmith, so... Not having mirror, and that's the boots!
Wow. Wow. What are those?
Oh boy, things just got really interesting here. The route diversions have paid off big time in multiple ways.
Yes, we got the sword on one side, the boots on the other. Not going to get the cape though.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, honestly. Because there are some places that logic requires you to have some form of invincibility.
definitely. But with the excitement of the boots, I could just see how you want to go fast and get to the Dark World.
I mean, the only reason I can think of right off the top of my head is that he doesn't know that he can get the item without a sword.
Oh, I've seen that. Regardless, we got another map check. Oh, Green Pendant Thieves Town. So no vanilla boots, but Green Pendant Thieves Town.
And Turtle Rock and Skullwoods are both pendants, so Fire Rod's actually not required for once. Oh, maybe. I forget if it's you can do the torch puzzles with the lantern in Ganis Tower or not.
You can, unless you go right side. The right side one, the logic requires the fire rod. Because you can't get the one torch without a bomb jump.
Right. I was thinking the ones upstairs.
Oh no, you can get the ones upstairs with the lamp. There was definitely a weekly a while back that had validation chest fire rod.
Oh, glad I didn't take part in that.
It was rough.
I missed the first chest actually in Thief's Town or Skullwoods.
We got the big key and the compass so far, just 2 dungeon items.
So when a chest say you can bomb jump right side and key. Oh, it's a biggie, yes.
Oh, you can bomb jump, but the logic won't require you to ever bomb jump anything. We're getting saving.
How are you gonna hit the torch next to the blue jellyfish? I don't think that one's possible with the lantern.
Oh no, you can do it, but you just have to. Because I saw it in the 2v2 tournament. A team won by pulling off the bomb jump and setting up that whole thing with the lamp and not hitting the fire rod.
Alright.
It is a ridiculously hard bomb jump to pull off.
Yes. Bomb jumps vary in difficulty, to be honest. I think the most notorious one is the one at Ice Palace. Oh, only 5 rubies in the big key chest at Skullwoods. And Valley's checking Magic Batting about to get their boots.
That'll be great because the longer you go without the boots, the further your opponent gets ahead of you. So this is great that we're getting both runners having boots very quickly.
Someone to check confirming that the lantern does indeed have a little reach to get the jellyfish torch on the left side of that whole lamp puzzle. Oh, Bash taking a death, but that should be not that much of a time loss.
Now just right back to the beginning of the room. And with the hammer trying to take down the jellyfish a little bit rougher than having the sword.
Yeah. And Mally is indeed getting that cape. I think that's a wise choice in all honesty.
Oh, definitely.
It's probably not, it may not be required, but it's a nice safety to have.
And just having the knowledge, as soon as you get up to Dark World, you can check the bumper cave and get whatever's there if you need it.
Yeah. I also use the magic cape myself for the very end of Ganis Tower.
Ah.
Oh, and Bash getting grabbed and has to reset the room.
Those wall masters, they're the worst.
Yeah, they are the worst. I don't think he has enough magic though to kill all the enemies.
He's got the hammer. He can pull it out and if he really needs to. But
Yeah.
this one jelly shouldn't give him too much trouble.
Oh, you say that.
As I say that, commentators curse.
I was wondering what that would happen. Alright, at least he got rid of it. And it looks like, yeah, he juked it. And Ice Palace has their other 5-6, so...
Oh, nice. So desert and ice to get us to the pyramid.
Oh, and I just realized Fire Rod's still required because of Ice Palace.
Well, with Bombos, it might not have been.
Yeah, but Ice Rod or Fire Rod, or but not Ice Rod, Fire Rod or Bombos, which one would you prefer to use and then there?
Yeah, I agree. Fire Rod is more efficient.
And just plain faster because you don't have to worry about the long animation.
Yeah, the Bombos is the longest of all the animations by far.
Yeah. Another death on Bash's part. Wow.
I think this was an intentional death to regain some health, being at 1 heart.
Yeah. Oh, there's some full magic. He definitely needs that.
Definitely want to get that. Refill the Fire Rod charges.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna check the chest downstairs first. Oh, and Mally getting grabbed now. And huh?
Another intentional death. It looks like they're in Skullwoods just to refill health, since everything in the Dark World here at least hits like a truck.
Well, that's also he's also doing a death warp. It looks like just to get back to the entrance faster. But Maui is. I don't know how that happened. They just died immediately. I've never seen that. Oh yeah, that's right. No sword, so Bash can't even finish Skullwoods.
Yeah, that was the only chest that could be checked.
He needs to go to Sasor. I almost messed up the name there. Sahrasala.
Yeah, get the sword there, or
Find another one
who
elsewhere.
knows? Yeah, there could be 3 more anywhere else in the world.
And Mal's gonna check big chest. They're about to get a disappointment in the form of 5 rubies.
Yep, sad, blew up the wall, and not even worth the bomb you got it for.
Yeah, unfortunately. Although technically, 10 bombs are 50 rubies, so if you take...
Oh, I guess, alright, you got me. It's fair trade.
Yeah, fair trade. And another heart container at the gambling minigame.
Yeah, and some money
rubies,
too.
But then there's only one 100 ruby in the game.
Yeah, there can be lots of things that you get just from the other item from just the chest game in general.
Yeah, sometimes it's the first item, but not this time. I want to say it's a 1 in 8 chance for it to be the first item.
Yeah, Fighter Sword Mothula is rough in the best of times, but with 7 heart screen mail, no thank you.
Yeah, definitely not a good idea to fight Mothula right now.
But with half magic and the Fire Rod, you know, why not? Give it a try and see what happens.
You would have to be extremely careful.
Oh yeah, patient and dodge really well.
Yeah.
And get lucky that Mothula gets. Oh
Hook
hey!
shot!
Thieves Town paying out already.
Yeah. And now if they go up the mountain, well, actually they don't have the lamp, but once they do find that, they have access to almost all the chests in Light World.
Yeah, just about.
There's the cane of Samaria.
That's a huge find. That will open up definitely some of the areas on the map. That's why they call it that.
Actually, cane of Samaria is not required in this, is it? Oh no, wait. Crystal Mire, never mind me.
Yeah, definitely needed for Mire. So that's two required items here in Thieves Town in the first 2 chests.
Yeah, so let's just see if the third chest pays out.
Access to further into the dungeon.
Chest. It's a bee in a bottle, so Aghanim's absolutely not required now.
Aghanim completely off the table. That's 3 big items too.
And it looks like he's gonna take a death warp and get out.
Honestly, I probably would with 3 items already. I would leave it behind.
And Bumper Cave was only 20 rubies.
So the eggs hail for Bash, not leaving something behind that would have been. If there had been something required there, that would have been a pretty big time loss. But luckily, no need to worry.
It looks like Mally's about to check as well.
Yeah, get the village check, probably get the overworld before.
They're going straight in.
All right. That'll definitely speed things up.
Bash doing his Bumper Cave check. And I'm not sure if that death was intentional or not. They're going to get the light world regardless.
Yeah, without having beaten Aghanim, respawn in the dark or in the light world, probably gonna see the hype cave check here.
I'm surprised he didn't lift that middle rock by the house. There is a chance that that sometimes is a single bomb. And he is really low. He doesn't even have enough to fully check Hype Cave, and I think that's his play.
Yeah, but with almost 600 rupees, there's the bomb shop right there. You can just buy maximum, or you can buy 30 bombs anyway.
Right, some jumps in the water there.
Or there's always the chance that the guy gives you a bomb also.
Oh, he realized it now. He's hard. I mean, he has to double dip in a Hype Cave. I believe Bash did check Sea House. I don't remember what was in there. I think it was a piece of heart.
And now Mally is going deeper into Thieves Town to clear it out and maybe get the pendant, at least get the last item.
Yeah,
so
with this
get
being
to
green
see.
pendant, that's probably a safe play.
And having a sword, which makes the blind fight lots easier.
And the cape note as well. So they can avoid things. And we got the flute at Hype Cave.
That's definitely required.
That's a pretty nice. That's another advantage Bash has right now.
Yeah, that opens up all of Death Mountain for Bash.
Not entirely.
No, all the Light World Death Mountain.
Again, not entirely. He can't get Old Man.
Fair enough.
They need the lantern for that one.
And I suppose the tablet needs the book also. So we're gonna get a pyramid check
here. Said it at the same time.
We're in sync. That's good.
Yeah, stay in sync, definitely. Is Quizball putting in the Swag Dog lyrics in the chat?
A full heart on the pyramid for Bash.
I think they are. And once again, we still don't know where that sanctuary heart is. Lots of unintentional bonks, I think, from Bash's part. Ooh. Has to do another reset there.
That guy is rough.
Meanwhile, I have not been watching Mally's screen at all. I'm not sure if they got the last item.
I'm pretty sure that the last item was in the bomb room.
Okay. I
didn't see what it was, but since they skipped the big chest, I would assume that they don't need any more items out of here.
Okay, this is a red ruby. Thank you, Kermit. And it looks like a textbook blind fight for Mally.
The first 2 phases easy. Got the cape for cape strats if needed.
Yeah, safety strats.
With half magic, you might as well. Just 10 arrows from the catfish.
Alright, and blind is down. We have the green pendant. We shall see what that becomes in a little while.
Yeah, see if Bash's
And
gamble
Bash
pays
is,
off.
I think Bash is gonna check the bonk rocks? Yeah, bonk rocks.
Yeah, check the bonk rocks here before you activate the flute.
It's on the way. Might as well. And there's another sword. So Bash now has a sword. They both have master combined.
Yes, we have commentary master swords.
Yes.
That's
Basically,
very
the first
interesting.
person to find the other location has the sword requirement to beat the game. Mal needs to check bonk rocks. Bash needs to check Sarasala's back room.
We get the anthem over here on Bash's side.
Yes. Unfortunately, we are hearing Mally's end, so we do not hear the melody.
But the swag duck is activated.
Yes. Do you use this opportunity to go check? Oh, well, first things first, silver arrows.
The silver arrows from the sick kid. That's amazing.
Nice. But yeah, do you use the flute here to check Agana?
Oh,
At Blue Mail at the digging game.
well, hello. That's definitely gonna help survivability in the dark world.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a huge thing. And I think they're gonna go check Flute Kid.
Yeah, let's see what old Stumpy here has for us.
And Bash is going to East Death Mountain. And there's a shield upgrade there.
I like Bash's play. This is probably what I would be doing coming straight up here to Death Mountain. Just so much to check.
I would be doing something slightly different, actually. I would have checked Spectacle Rock first, then jumped down and come this way. Do it in one swoop.
That's fair enough.
Another heart piece and another 5 rubies. And Mally is about to pick up their flute.
Yep, definitely gonna be happy to see that.
And we're at Paradox Cave here on Bash's end. I personally call it Mountain Hype. Because
Yeah,
it's the same amount of
seems to be
items
great.
here. There's the flippers, and there's the third shield.
So now we know there's gonna be something on the laser bridge. You don't get 3 shields that early without lasers, right?
And
I guess with the
once
capes
again,
already
another heart
required.
container. Oh, best thing to fall there.
I'm just gonna
This is
hop
not a
on out.
deadly- Yeah. Reset the cave.
Well, you see in the heart gonna pick that up also.
Yeah. Just having some extra health here would probably be nice. Because even with blue mails, a lot of things can kill you pretty quick.
Oh, yeah.
Dark World Birds, the Chain Chomps, Ganon.
And the
And
mushroom.
I did see that mushroom there on the mirror ledge. Floating Island, I believe it's called.
That's Thompson.
Yeah, it looks like Bash is gonna go to Hera first. That's the smart play. And Mal's got their Master Sword. Or Mally, rather. I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, that'll definitely make all of the fights easier going forward for Mally.
Yeah, if Mally's watching this in advance, I do apologize for messing up slightly.
Just some bomb upgrades, so we might have to go to the basement. 50-50 here.
Yeah, 50-50 here.
Oh.
Sick Kid, Mally's got their silvers now. Mushroom on Skyloft. That's actually not a bad name for that, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, there it is. Get your swag dust in the chat, folks. Or anything similar.
And there it goes.
Gliding away free.
Alright, we have one item found here in Hera. Bash is gonna hope to find the second one quickly and not have to go venture down into the basement.
Yeah, and he has to hurry because Mal is right on their tail. Or his tail. I'm gonna get genders mixed up as well.
And with the key there, then Moldor Mike could have an item still.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't usually like that. And just some bombs inside Spectacle Rock. I didn't quite see what was on. Oh, it's just a piece of heart.
It's vanilla.
Once again, Quizable putting the lyrics for Swag Dog in the chat. I will not recite them, unfortunately. Sorry.
And the Trolldorm striking.
Oh yes, Trolldorm. We got our feeds frozen here. Might be having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Yeah, we can't see what's going on at all. We can hear it, but we can't see it. There we go. Oh, Bash is going to get some hearts. And Mally picking up their flippers and their mirror shield.
Yeah, definitely Bash taking advantage of the fairy room in Hera that a lot of people don't even know exists.
Well, I know it exists, but I rarely use it. I usually flip the switch on my way up. Oh, use the
just get hearts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen that also.
Yeah, with Bash only having Fighter Sword, Trolldorm's gonna take quite a few hits and still be in his spaz phase.
Yes, having to do the vanilla Moldorm fight isn't always the most fun thing.
Yeah, I've learned how to kite him and do hammer strats, but it's kind of a difficult thing even then. And there he goes, he's berserk. And down on Bash's end. And there's the Titan Smiths! Oh, he can go to Meyer as well, but would he fight Victories with just a fighter sword?
But also, when he goes back to do Spiral Cave...
Second bottle found by Mally at the Spiral Cave. And it has a fairy in it, so that's a nice safety to have.
After Spiral Cave here, Bash can check the Dark Death Mountain with the mitts, also. At least the...
Yeah, and get the pendant requirement for Turtle Rock.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. He only has green mail. Do you dive into Turtle Rock hoping to find something like the bow or something?
With the hammer, probably. Hammer and the fire rod? Why not?
Well, I mean, those chain shots I mentioned earlier, I believe they do 6 hearts of damage. Whole hearts.
Yeah.
Just green mail.
They're only in one room.
Yeah, thankfully.
But the logic's giving you... If you can get into Turtle Rock here, the logic is pointing you that way.
Yeah. There is... I have seen it before. There is a rare logic routing they have in which Fire Rod can potentially be in Turtle Rock.
I've seen it as
Like,
deep
deep
as
in.
Big Chest.
I've seen it as deep as Laser Bridge.
I've heard of it there. I haven't actually seen it on the laser bridge, but that's just crazy.
Yeah. Mal taking a fall there. Or Mal. Why do you keep doing that? I apologize.
Alright, let's see what Bash finds here in the Super Bunny Cave.
Yeah. 300 rubies. And the Cane of Bruna.
So all the defensive invulnerability items are out there.
Yep. I personally like the, I like the cane, but it's mainly for its, functionality against blind. It sets up a nice clean kill on him.
I definitely can make that fight a lot easier.
Well, it's mainly because the cane does, fighter sword damage with its shield.
Yes,
So
definitely.
you can literally give, blind hugs until he dies. Nothing good in Hookshot Cave.
No, not so much. Alright, let's see. Can't go in here yet, being in the Dark World without the mirror. But it is Bombos.
So we do have that medallion.
So getting the save and quit.
We have not found mirror yet, Fricker. Or unless you're talking about the mirror shield. In this case, yeah, Stumpy had one of the progressive shields, and the other one was at Paradox Cave. Bash is yet to check Stumpy.
Bash
And
is
it looks
going
like
swimming.
we're gonna have some checks of the island and as well as Zora maybe. Only 20 rubies on the island. Looks like they're heading to Hobo as well.
Now Mally has mitts, gonna head back over and do Dark World also. Check through the Dark Death Mountain and be mostly disappointed. Since Mally did the Spiral Cave before Tower of Hera, they can go in this way, and that will let them open up Turtle Rock.
Yes, but I pose the same question again. I mean, with the current equipment they have, Mal E is really good to go. I added that E there.
Yeah, there's no reason not to dive in.
Well, it could be a waste of time, but it's a gamble you have to take sometimes. Because I've seen it more often than not, the boat is in Pendant Turtle Rock. And I think Mally's gonna check that, just to be sure.
I mean, if you're not... I mean, I would
never
check...
mind, they were gonna go check Hookshot Cave and Super Bunny.
I would definitely check the overworld before I dived into Turtle Rock, just because then at the end you can save and quit out without having to do overworld.
Yeah.
To hike back through the dungeon.
And it might be, but this also does set up a potential triple dip scenario.
It could.
Because they don't have the mirror to check Mimic Cave, so that's one one potential. And then Trinex might have the final item. Tripping over my own words. I'm sorry, folks.
Alright, so the Zora Ledge, just some bomb upgrades, nothing useful there. Waterfall Cave had 2 red rupees, so nothing great up here in Zora, unless the king has something himself.
And they've had access to this for a while now. Let's see what it is. It is...
Oh, just a scam.
Yeah, it's a scam. Hey, you want to have 50 rubies? Here, pay me 500.
Yes, it definitely could. Infinite Fluff in chat says that the bow could be on the pedestal, and that is 100% correct. It could be.
Yeah, you're right indeed. It could be on pedestal. So we could have a pedestal required seed.
So Mally diving into the T-Rock here, getting a key early.
Yep. And Bash is gonna check King's Doom, and that's only an air expansion.
I like the route diversion. Divergence.
Where is Bash gonna be going? I think maybe... oh, they're gonna get a potion.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy some potions. Maybe go and maybe the signals on my air trip.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I would probably dive into Mire at this point. Oh no, they're going to Ice Palace.
Ooh, I like that play too. I like early Ice Palace.
Well, Ice Palace is a 5/6, so maybe they're looking to set up for Pyramid Fairy.
Very well could be. Fire Rod making easy work of this first pokey here, getting that key.
Yep, that's probably the ideal way to kill him at this point, because Sword is not going to cut it. And the change-up's trolling, and Mally takes a death, but has the fairy.
Yeah, that fairy from Spiral Cave coming in clutch in the chain chomper, just like you thought it would.
Yeah, these things still hurt even with the blue mail. So it's not much there. Yeah, you can see that chunk a huge chunk of health off.
Luckily with the powder, there's plenty of anti-fairies here to refill health with one now that you're through the chain chomper.
Yeah, that is one of the major obstacles in this place. Like,
Bash gets the mirror in Ice Palace while we were watching the chain chomps.
Oh, wow, nice. And because... Yeah, Swamp House is required, so that's... It is a required dive.
Yeah, definitely.
And it looks like they're setting up for the bomb jump. Didn't quite get it. That's okay, there's an easy failsafe coming in later. That bomb went all the way up on the ceiling.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a little weird. Alright, the vanilla big key chest here, just a full heart container for Mally.
Still don't know if we picked up the sand card or not. And
Now
it looks like, yeah, we're gonna see a bomb jump from Bash. And that looks... Now that's bad. That looks a little better. No,
I can't
too
tell
low.
with the alternate sprites.
I can tell by the shadow. There it is.
Oh no!
Oh, but he fell right away! And with 4 hearts left, he's not gonna risk it.
Having the Canis Samaria and having a full clear it's not that big of a deal not getting it.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we're gonna have a big chest check here on Mally's end. It's just a small key. But again, because the mirror is in Ice Palace, Mally cannot check Mimic Cave. And as a result, there could be progression there.
There could be. That's definitely true. That would be weighing on my mind heavily at this point, diving.
Alright, Laser Bridge actually has a bunch of items. They have the key already that will lead them to Trinex. In Ether in Ice Palace! So now it doesn't matter what the Mire medallion is, they have it.
Yeah, don't even have to worry.
And Mal left. I don't recall them checking Laser Bridge, do you?
No, definitely did not.
I mean, they have
Didn't
mirror
wanna
shield, there
do
was
the
no
dark
reason
room.
not to. Oh, didn't want to do the dark room, right, they don't have the lamp.
And I can respect that, not wanting to sequence break the logic, because sometimes you can definitely get sent on a wild goose chase if you sequence break.
Well, yeah. I mean, the dark room and Turtle Rock, in hindsight, is not that bad. Because you're on the rails for most of the time. But yeah, if they're not comfortable doing it, I do not blame them. Looks like Mally's gonna go check Zora themselves, gonna be really disappointed.
They're gonna come get scammed Everybody's got to do it. Well, I guess you don't have to, but you wouldn't feel right if
There's
you
like
didn't.
4 or 5 items up this way. You would do it. Alright, let's go see what Bash is up to. He's up to where another item is, potentially. So far, Ice has been good to him.
Definitely, ice has definitely seemed to be the play here so far.
Just a compass. We do not know where that third item is. And this, I think it has to be the big key. No, it's this heart container.
No, I'm pretty sure we saw the big key in the jelly chest, the one that's really far out of the way.
I don't think they opened that one yet. Yeah, they haven't opened this one.
No, the other one down with the before the what you call it. You go around and get the keys to get to the south of
Oh, right. That
the one that's really far out of the way.
The one where you... Yeah, that one I usually save for last. Because I just do a back-forth motion.
Ah, yes. I hate getting that one.
Just a
also.
small key there. Not necessarily required because they have Samaria. And that means Samaria was actually required.
Well, they needed the small key for right here.
Yes, but they do not have the small key to enter the side room. So they absolutely needed the Cane of Samaria for this run. Even if fire was not required, the logic decided to make it so that full stair had a key. And we're seeing Meyer Shed now over on Mal's end. Bash is about to fight Cold Stare.
Yeah,
Bombos. I do not deny that. Only a lot of money there.
Fire Rod making quick work of Cold Stare so far.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Cold Stare is down.
Mally.
And it's Quake from your Mally.
Heading in.
Really, all you need to enter her Ice Palace for is to get the mirror.
And the crystal.
Oh yeah, the crystal too. But item-wise, just the mirror. The other 2 items are not worth going in for. Well, maybe the heart container. But it depends how safe you feel.
Yeah, definitely.
And bear in mind, Bash is still on green mail. He has not found his mail upgrade yet.
Bash with a quick ledge check there in desert, seeing it's just another heart container.
Yep, and now we're about to go into Meyer themselves. About to see our first chest here on Mally's end. And those birds are really annoying to deal with in the Dark World. They deal 3 hearts with green mail.
Yeah, and especially with just the fighter sword.
Big key right away. That's the worst kind of Meyer, actually, now I think about it. Is the one in which they give you the key right away, but hey, you still have to check all the items.
Oh yeah. It's so, like, the game is just taunting you.
Yeah, this is a really fast Mario, but unfortunately they still need to find items.
Bash with the mirror gonna check desert here.
Oh, that's actually a really good call, doing it both at the same time. And you know, and so that means Ice Palace absolutely got to play for them.
Yeah, Ice Palace was the correct play by a mile, it looks like.
Yeah. Just a compass there. Looks like Mally's gonna check the vanilla baking location.
I've seen it troll enough people, you might as well go ahead and check it.
Our restreamer pointing out that Mally's probably gonna jump out of this place once they get out.
Oh yeah, not having a lamp.
Yeah. Although the lamp could be in here.
Definitely could be. But that would be so trolly.
Ice rod at desert. It's not required this run, but that's still nice to know in case Trinex has something.
Or if that bow's on the pedestal.
Oh yeah, that too. That is also an option. What else could be at the? Just they're just missing bow for go mode actually. Well, technically also the lamp. But if you're confident Darkroom's there, and there's yet another sword.
So that's Master for Bash.
So they do not need that to worry about, or they don't need to worry about Ganon anymore.
Well, Master Sword Ganon, you still kind of have to worry about.
Well, yes, but they don't have to worry about finding a sword to actually fight him.
Yeah, fair enough.
And it looks like, yeah, Bash is gonna go fight the Lambolas. And I didn't see what Mally picked up.
It was a piece of heart, and then a save and quit.
Alright. Where does that put our lamp then? Did we find a second item at Desert?
Yes, the desert was the ice rod and the Master Sword. Or a sword upgrade.
Oh,
it could be Agnes Cave.
Oh yeah, Agnes Cave. It could also be in Eastern Palace. Clipper or no, Mal checking the pen, and it's just 20 rubies. I read the name tag. My bad.
No worries.
I was looking down the tracker when I was reading that off. But yeah, it looks like Eastern or Agna has the lamp.
Or it could be, I'm pretty sure we saw Mally check.
Oh no, wait.
Early.
Because Bash is a mirror and the flippers, he can it could be in Swamp Palace.
Could be in Swamp, could be in Spike Cave, could be from the mushroom. Since he's got the mirror to check the mushroom now.
Yeah, there's a lot of spots this mirror could be. Or this lamp, sorry.
Oh, the lamp can hide lots of places. I've seen some dumb trolly places.
Yeah.
It could be with the Pyramid Fairy, which now Bash has access to.
Yeah, but I think Bash... Yeah, no, they're not gonna do a mire. They might do a mire. They might do a dive into mire, but they're not gonna go far.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bash knows how to do the Mire Dark Room or not.
Mally getting the hobo item. Only 20 rubies for their efforts. And Checkerboard Cave has the single rupee.
Yep, nothing fun there.
Yeah. Oh, is Bash avoiding Agana? That's not a good idea. I would have finished checking it right then and there. But that's just me.
Molly heading into Ice Palace. Gonna
Which
find the mirror here very soon.
Yep. No, we have not seen the Frog, Pearl Chest, or Hammer. Or maybe, did we see Hammer? No, because Boulderm had our Titan's Mitt. So the entire Blacksmith route with the succession of Magic Bat has been still on the table.
Bash is gonna dive straight into Swamp Palace here.
And there's
finish
now
it.
with a mirror. They have to feel. I wonder how pressured the runners feel right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot of items now. Only being the bow from go mode. I don't know how I'd be feeling an hour in. I guess also
Yeah.
the lamp missing 2 items, having to double dip T-Rock and Meyer, that would make me feel a little behind probably, but I always feel behind probably after 10 minutes into the race. I feel like
I don't think Bash was behind because he's made all the good routing choices so far.
Oh yeah, definitely. Bash is definitely got good routing here so far.
Mally having a little bit of trouble with the South was nice.
Definitely made the right play in ducking out of Thieves Town instead of finishing it, unless there's something at the pedestal.
Yeah, only 5 routes to start us off in Swamp Palace. Now the question is, does he do a full clear or does he go straight to Argus and then come back in later?
Oh man, that's a good question. It really depends to me on where you get the big key. If you get it early, might as well go ahead and full clear the dungeon.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I would go to the left side. And if it's like not in those first 2 sunken chests, I wouldn't consider going back towards the big chest on this trip. I would just go finish Argus and then dump it back in. And Mally got their ether. We know it's not required now, but good to have, I guess. Surprisingly, ether kills a few things just outright. The Gibdos over in Skull Woods, they also killed the Stalfos. Not the Knights, just the small ones.
Yeah, with the map found right there, I'm going straight to the back, straight to Argus.
Yeah, we'll see. Yep. Oh, small little issue there. Gonna cost him a few seconds, but not good. Oh, and he's changing his route as a result. Interesting.
Alright, gonna get the left side check.
I just know he's flexible like that, yeah. I mean, if he finds the big key on the left side, then it saves him a trip to go back in.
Yeah, and there could be, you know, the bow could be over there too still.
Bow could also still be in the first 3 chests of Pod. It's very slim, I understand, but it could still happen.
Oh yeah, it could. Definitely could. I've seen it in the first chest more than once.
And that's also another spot where our lamp could be.
Oh yeah, lamp before the dark rooms in Pod is also a pretty common one I've seen. Meanwhile, Mally over here about to get the big heart from the right side of Ice Palace. Only gonna have to cold stare to go.
Yeah. I mean, I already figured where Mally found the blue mail. Wasn't it? I don't think it was Digging Game, was it?
It was Digging Game.
Ah, right.
Yeah, because Bash didn't do Digging Game or the old Stumpy. And it was both defense items, the Riot Shield and the... Or I guess it was the Red Shield for Mali, but...
Yeah, that's exactly right, Quizball. Due to how the logic works in Palace of Darkness, the back chests are bow-locked. But that doesn't mean the bow cannot be in those first 3 chests. And that's what could be the case.
There's the big key.
And Bash making a good call there, yeah. And even then, the lamp could still be in those back chests.
Yeah, the only 3 chests in pod the bow can be in is the first one on the left, the second one to the right, in the room with all the hammerhead beetles, the hardhead beetles, whatever they are, and then the drop down below that room. Hey, there's the lamp.
All right, we got the lamp now, so it's bow mode.
Left side of swamp equals get lamp.
All right, so no more dark rooms to worry about for Bash. It's literally bow for go mode.
Cold stare fight coming in from Ali with the fire rod.
Having a little bit of
Get
trouble
a little
there.
easier. And down goes cold stare.
There's the 5-6 for them. Currently, I would say Bash is in the lead right now because he has much more progress.
Oh yes, Bash definitely having finished Desert is a bit of a lead. With the mirror, that shouldn't take Male too much time to get back over there. Depending on also what they do with Swamp.
Fricker is predicting Poe on Laser Bridge, so that would be interesting. I mean, it could still be this case. I have seen Bo in Turtle Rock.
Bo could be on Trinex.
Oh yeah, Bo could be on Trinex because they found the ice rod. Oh, what an annoying fight that would be.
So Male is gonna head straight over here to Swamp.
You know, there's actually something else I've had before that was really annoying. Bo on Vitreous. But I think we have both the items there. Yeah, Pedals will see. Bo can literally be anywhere.
Oh,
Outside
Bash
of the
taking a
two crystal
here
dungeons.
at Argus. Got that
But
fairy
the-
though.
Yeah, they have the fairy. Argus needing 2 slashes for each one of the bubbles with the Master Sword. At least they actually have Master Sword, because Fighter actually does do no damage to them.
Yeah, gotta do spin percent or menu percent if you want to, you know, switch to the hammer every time.
Yeah, I usually like coming in to swap with a tempered sword.
Yeah, tempered really
And
makes
Mally
Argus
is going
easy.
straight in. They're about to get their lamp too in a little bit.
Yeah, it won't be too long. As long as they check left side.
Yeah, and it looks like he's actually trying to fire red straps. Argus was down without too much of an issue.
And just some
And
bombs.
just some bombs. Now the question is, does Bash go try pod right now? He probably doesn't. He's close to the super bomb.
Yeah, that would be my next play. Go out and get the super bomb and head up to the pyramid.
Yeah, they are avoiding black sword, and that could also bite them. And actually, because we have the lamp, that could mean the bow is in the very dark rooms of escape. That one last chest.
Oh, it could be. I'd almost
No
forgotten
one-
about that.
No one's checked there once. No one's risked going in ever since finding a sword. Ouch, and there's that bird hitting Bash. You can see how much damage that deals. And they are pretty much relentless.
Oh yeah, they
Unlike their
will
Light
be.
World's counterparts.
Looks like we are going to see the pod check here from Bash. Gonna stop here at Sahasrala's house on the way.
That's gonna be good. They're gonna get their tempered sword, I believe.
Yeah, that'll be great. Great
Oh,
for Bash.
a little bit of a mistake there. Cost
Yeah,
too much
getting
time.
that lined up's a little tricky in the maze, but there you go, right in front of the house, easy peasy.
Yep. Now kind of like this routing that he's doing because if he does find the bow, and there's the temper. If he does find the bow here, then he can go mirror and go into Eastern.
Yeah, it would be... If the bow is in pod, that would just set him up.
And actually, have they checked Eastern?
I'm pretty sure Mally dove in and checked and got at least 2 of the items. There might have been 1 still on Armos.
And yeah, but did they do the dark room? I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I saw Mally go all the way over to the big key chest.
Right, right. Alright. If Bo is here, we are in go mode. You can only be in the first 3 chests.
Mally doing the left side of swamp, about to get the big key, which will get the lamp.
It's just a small key there, but at least he's not bow locked.
Yep, small key can push us a little further in.
Surprised he didn't warp to the entrance of the mirror. I guess he's just having some nerves right now.
Yeah, race and nerves can definitely get to you. Been there.
Done that.
This is the second chest that he's opening. That's considered the second chest that the bow can be in.
And if he falls down the pit, that's the third.
Yeah, the chest.
Although he's
below
gonna
the
check
big-
the one at Big Key.
Yeah, the big key chest is considered bow locked. The bow cannot be there, but the one underneath it can be.
And for those wondering, the reason why it's bow locked is because of the logic. Even though they can dive in deeper, the logic assumes that you have the bow at that point.
And it's another
Just
key.
a key there.
So the bow won't be here, but can definitely go deeper in and check and see what's hiding.
Yes. I mean, it would be a really weird play to see Bo in here, but we know it can't be.
As far as I know.
I've seen Bo in here a couple times, but that was on the old logic. Like, I had Bo in the chest just below the compass room.
Interesting.
But again, that was on the old logic. And just a small key there. Going in the dark rooms here. I don't know what Bash is trying to find. He is bow locked here.
Yeah, only needing the bow. There is no progression back here, but could be looking for blue mail or another sword, perhaps.
Yeah. Mal, by the way, I almost got it wrong, is fighting Argus, making somewhat short work of them.
Yep, Master Sword Strat's also gonna just take a couple slashes.
Just a piece of heart there. It could still be the Colts. The bow could literally be anywhere. It could even be a pedestal. Wow, this is really. This is a worse troll than I thought.
Yeah, it definitely could be.
Yeah, and also the maze here is not that bad. I've kind of mapped it out on my head once, and if you just hug the right wall, you'll eventually get through. But opening the chest along the way, that's a different story. And they don't have the big key. The big key is bow locked.
So nothing in pod without the bow.
No, I think they're gonna check Easter now. I don't think Bash did.
I wouldn't wager so, not having checked Sahasawa's
And
house either.
is Mally going to go fight? No, they're not going to Vitreous. They're going to go to Lambo's first.
Yep, gonna go ahead and make the desert play. It's a good play.
Yeah, because that way they're gonna get their tempered.
Get the tempered sword, be able to go check the pyramid fairy after, if they'd like to.
And maybe they'll check Agna instead. That's the one thing Bash didn't check in Desert.
Oh yeah, that is the truth.
And that could be Bo. And if that's the case, Bash made a huge mistake.
It definitely could be.
A little bit of stuttering here on our end, sorry. I did not see what Mal got.
Oh, just the compass.
Okay, just the compass. Having a little bit of lag on my end then.
The ice rod is over here on the right hand side, and then the master sword's in the big.
Oh right, we already know everything. My mistake. Burger says they would go for Frog Overworld and that through Fat Fairy. And I mean, that would be a good play too. But I would absolutely make sure to check Agna before I'm done here at Desert. Just so I don't have to make the trip back.
Bash finding some bombs in that big chest in Eastern, while Mally finds the tempered sword, slightly better than 3 bombs.
Just slightly. And that means they will have no issues finding Ganon either.
Yep, tempered sword, silver arrows, all ready to go.
Yep. All they need now is that bow.
That bow hiding somewhere.
And again, we don't know if it's a pedestal or not.
Yeah, we could be, picking the archer class tonight.
Ash is checking the big key chest. And it's just 20 rubies.
And there is an item in Armos, but it doesn't matter because it won't be the bow.
Yes, where do you go with your Bash right now?
Back to Death Mountain to get the mushroom.
No, looks like they're gonna do the blacksmiths.
That's a good play also. Just finding those overworld things, wrapping up those, that would be my play next.
There. And Mally making short work of the Lamolus.
Yeah, the fire rod and the tempered sword together making things easy. Bash getting Jeremiah here.
I never actually named the frog. Oh, and Bash is actually going to get the magic cape.
Grab the cape first while you're here. Makes sense.
I mean, all it does right now is reduce lag compared to using the cane. But it's always nice to have. I usually like having it for Ganon's Tower. Just to get that last room after the Troll Dorm.
Yeah, it definitely helps in there.
Yeah, and then it has and by using it there, I also have it equipped for Ganon, so it works in more ways than one.
Oh, that is a smart play. Gonna get the blue mail here for Bash in the digging game.
Yep, I think it was there it is. 8 digs. And did Mal check Agna? I did not see. Bash trying for spincy there and failed. Neither runner's an Agna. This could be a huge mistake.
And Molly already having headed into Mire once, gonna be able to just run through fairly quickly, go straight to the boss.
We're still looking for that bow. And it can literally be anywhere that's not Bow locked. Bash throw the chicken there.
And
There's
a
the
shovel.
shovel! Oh no!
Or fetch quests.
Well, going to check the. Oh, we haven't checked any of the mirror ledges actually. So they're gonna walk with the chest. It looks like.
Yeah, walk with the chest because didn't check Stumpy earlier either. So.
And they're gonna get their mirror shield. Only a heart piece on the blacksmith's reward. And it may have not been noticeable, but they do charge you 10 rubies.
Grabbing the purple chest now. Gonna head to the South Dark World tour. Looks like.
Yep. It's a shame they don't actually have the book for this, because that would be really good, just checking Bombus as well.
Oh yeah, that would.
And
be.
that would also give Bash an excuse to go back and get Agina as well.
Male stepping up one room closer to Vitreous.
Yeah. And again, Vidgers could have the bow. I've had it happen before.
Definitely could. I don't know if we saw both items here or not.
I don't recall either.
I definitely saw one, but I wasn't sure if we saw a
And
second.
it looks like we're gonna see K-Strats. That's a fine way to do this.
Yeah, cape strats with spins. That looks an easy way of handling it.
Yeah, actually, Colster, or Vitreous rather, does take damage when he's firing his eye lasers. But he takes a lot less damage compared to when he's in this phase.
Ah, thank you, Kermit. Kermit saying we saw both items.
Okay, so this is just for the crystal.
Very important getting those crystals, though. You need all
Yes,
7.
and we might still see an
get the
Aghanim
games
check
down.
from Mal. And meanwhile, Bash did get his shield upgrade. Or no, he didn't. Bash should have mirrors. I don't think he checked Flu Kid.
Yeah, he didn't talk to Stumpy.
That is another huge risk. That could have been both for him. We know it's not, but all the same, he should not leave no stone unturned right now.
Another piece of heart from the purple chest. Now we're gonna
And
see what
he's
the old
gonna
man
go
has.
get Gary the old man.
We're gonna see a super bomb from Male. Finally.
I've seen this old man on the mountain called Gary, and I've also seen some people call the lunchbox the person that unlocks the purple chest.
I've heard it both ways also.
Yeah, it's weird.
Maybe they're both named Gary, and
Well,
we just never knew.
yeah. Oh, just arrows. That's not what he wants to see. He wants the bow, not ammo. He's got all the ammo in the world right now. No bow to use it.
Looks like we might be getting to see the mushroom check here. Or perhaps a dive into Turtle Rock.
I would go for the dive in Turtle Rock because he can full clear it. And we don't know. We know for a fact that it could be on Laser Bridge. That's the only place we haven't checked. Peace Heart and a bottle with a bee in it at Pyramid Ferry.
Yep, so a bust there. Oh, the Spike Cave also. I forgot about Spike Cave.
Spike Cave could have it, yeah.
Spike Cave's the bane of my existence. I always forget about it.
Oh, the runners, I believe, one time had to do this Spike Cave required. Or was it me when I was doing a practice sometimes? I don't remember. Bash's stream froze there a little bit, but we're still going. Just to beat the heart. And he's safe quitting. Just to go up the mountain again. I don't like that at all.
I mean, it's a long way back out of the spike cave.
Well, yeah, but I can actually do the hookshot super speed right there on those small stairs, and then just use the cane as to the fact. Bash finally checking Agana.
All right, here we go.
Could this be the bow?
Very well could be.
He's had this access like 15 minutes ago.
They've
Should've
had
been
access
on
to
both
this
runners
since the
for the
beginning of the game.
entirety of the run ever since they had bombs. And you can see Bash with the frustration. He forgot. It's just 50 rubies though. Alright. That limits it to, I think it has to be in Turtle Rock. It has to be at Laser Bridge because we know that from Mally that it's not before the Dark Room. And we haven't actually checked Mimic Cave yet either. Because when Mal checked, they didn't do Ice Palace yet. And that's where Amira was. Oh, the Dead Rock's also trolling him.
That is true. It could be the Graveyard Ledge.
Oh yeah, that too as well. And because they already did everything with involving the boots over at Graveyard, they don't really have a reason to go there, so they could hang up on that for a long time. I think Mally is going to Turtle Rock. And Graveyard is being checked by Bash. So we shall see which one of these is right. This one is the most out of the way.
Let's see what we get.
It's the Red Veil!
Well, more defense for sure.
Oh wow, that's a phase-on suit actually? I never actually seen that. Phase-on suit for Metroid Prime, but that's still not the bow, so we're still looking for it. Mally's gonna go get the mushroom.
It definitely could be there also.
And Bash is checking the dark room of escape. Oh my goodness, the gambles are all over the place. Which runner will find this bow first?
Could be anywhere.
Could
Not
even
really. There's not that many places it could be realistically left.
Well,
They've
it could
checked
still
most.
be a pedestal. And in that case, Mally's got the lead right there because he still have the dungeon done. And it looks like Mally is going to go into Turtle Rock. And that's that's a really good chance for the bow now because the Dark Room Escape only had 20 rubies.
Yep, the Laser Bridge and Trinex are getting down to be about where it could be outside of the pedestal.
And Current telling us that we did indeed check Catfish. I did miss that. Thank you.
Molly running back through Turtle Rock here.
Yeah, Turtle Rock with the pendant music is just so weird.
Not gonna have to worry about, stopping for keys or anything for the first half.
Oh, not at all. They just have to get to Laser Bridge.
Yep, by way of
Bash.
the Mimic Cave.
Checking the Super Bomb. They're going to be disappointed with that.
Yeah, but I understand the check. Definitely would be the next in order for me in this line of plays.
Now, does Mally check the Mimic Cave? You would have to at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's no reason not to.
And if they find Bo, they can immediately flute out and get to locations that matter. And Bash showing their frustration once again. I feel for him. This has been really annoying. They at least have their third bottle now, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, Mally did turn independent. It was nothing important.
It's just a red rupee for your time.
And just bombs at Mimic Cave. This bow is still eluding our players. And once again, this race can determine a potential 5-way tie.
It definitely still could be a 5-way tie. If Bash wins, it would set up for it.
And Bash going into Meyer, we both know that the bow is not there. But it's still a crystal that he can do.
Yep, definitely need to get the crystals.
Oh, and Mally making a wrong turn.
Spinning around.
Yeah. Yeah, right to your transition, down to your transition, left to your transition, and you're good to go. That's how easy the Dark Room in Turtle Rock is, really. Of course, you have to feel when you're turning, but
Yeah, it just takes one wrong input, and then you're spinning around in the dark forever.
there's the bulk of Medora. We could get some pedestal high finally. There's the bug net. Oh man. Oh, compass. Oh, this is going right down to the final chest. Map. Oh, Trinix has something.
It has an item.
Trinix could have our bow. Mally is taking the safety. I do not blame them.
No, not at all. As trolly as this
Mally
game can be
absolutely
sometimes.
feels like they're behind. We talked to each other. I apologize.
Oh, no worries.
But yes, like I said just now, Mally absolutely feels like they're behind. I think both players feel like they are.
Yeah, an hour and a half still missing the bow. That
They've been looking for this bow for like 30 minutes. Jeez. I mean, I predicted a troll seed because the logic is like this these days. But I didn't think it would be a bow troll. Alright, here comes the Trinix fight. I'm one of those people that starts with the ice head first.
I always go firehead just because it comes out first.
Well, I mainly target the ice head so that there's no ice. Just give myself all the room I can need to navigate.
Fair enough. I can definitely see that.
Mal. Oh, Mal, you better drink the potion. There you go.
Whew.
Ooh, that was a close call there. But Trinix is down, and this might be her bow. It's Buttersword!
Not quite the bow we're looking for, but close.
Oh,
Definitely is a weapon.
There's only 2 places that the bow can be.
Yeah, we got tablets and
Oh yeah, that's right. They found the mirror. They found the book here.
tablets in the pedestal.
I mean, would you check the? Okay, they're gonna go check either right now.
Or the mushroom also.
Oh no, they're going straight to ether. They're just traversing the dark world.
That would be for my first play. And
The
that's
red boomerang.
the better
we-
of the boomerangs.
So we have mushroom, we have bombos, and we have pedestal. One of those 3 locations is the bow.
Now we're gonna get the spike cave check here from Molly.
We already know it's not anything good, but
but gotta check it while you're here.
Yeah.
Bash heading back over to the left side of Meyer now. Gonna clear it out. And make sure, everybody, to give these runners a follow. They're putting on a great show for us looking for this bow. So
Yes, indeed. They
make sure to give them a follow.
They're amazing people.
And also make sure you huge shout out to BBB Kermit running the trackers and to Infinite Fluff for running the restream, because they're doing all the work so we can just talk.
Buckshot Boo with the choke there in the chat. I just now read it.
Alright, now Male. Gonna check this mushroom, see what it is.
It's the bow!
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a time of 1 hour, 35 minutes, and 45 seconds, Mally is in go mode!
Mushroom hiding the bow.
And it was locked by Ice Palace because that's where the mirror was.
Yep.
So, Mirror was absolutely playing. Bash is checking Easter, and he's not gonna find that bow for a while.
Yeah, after Vitreous, gotta climb the mountain to get the mushroom. And now it's just gonna be a quick dive into pod, get the big key, go kill the Helmosaur King, mirror back over to Eastern, and then climb the mountain back up to Ganon's Tower.
Yep, and then we can begin that annual event, but we'll get to that when we'll get that when it comes closer.
Oh, Bash getting a little unlucky hitting the spike with his Samarian block.
And Fricker saying it in the chat right there, rip the 5-way tie indeed.
Oh, it's not over until somody .duns.
Yeah, it's not over until someone .does indeed. That is absolutely correct.
Anything can still happen, but it is a little bit of a lead for Male.
It is definitely a lead for Mally. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name right. I've been messing up several times tonight. But first time doing this commentary, I should be allowed a few mistakes.
You've been doing a great job.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, we're doing a quick check here. Mally does not know where the big key is though in Palace of Darkness, so that might give Bash a little bit of time to catch up.
The mushroom, for chat, was in the floating island on Death Mountain, hiding behind the mirror.
And the mirror was in the first chest of Ice Palace. Bash running out of magic. Has to kill that last die and tank a little bit of damage.
Going with the NMG strat, just tanking damage.
Yes,
now Molly's gonna check the bow side. Gonna find that big key very quickly.
Yes,
should be able to just go straight back to Helmosaur.
Yeah. And yes, Buckshot, Bash has not yet checked the mushroom. And they might dive into Turtle Rock first, which will cost them a lot of time. Because they haven't touched it yet. There's the big key. Mally, what are you... Alright, they're getting another small key, I guess. They already had one. Again, I guess it's the nerves on the racer's part.
Yeah, it's definitely easy to keep checking chests even once you're in go mode this late in the race.
And Helmosaur is gonna... And I just realized also, because of Silver Arrows, we're gonna have a very short work of the Helmosaur King and Armos.
Oh, yes.
I forget where our silvers were. Was they on Sick Kid?
The Sick Kid had the razor blades.
Yes. Although saying it like that, that's actually pretty bad.
Yeah, that didn't come off like I thought it would. Oops.
For the context there, folks, the pedestal message for the silver arrows is the razor blades.
Yes, that's what it calls them. So that's what I always call them, just informally. Oops.
Yes, we need to keep this PG here. And actually, I just realized because Mally did try this and get that butter sword, they will have a huge advantage in the Ganon fight. Needing only 6 strikes to transition each phase compared to Tempered only doing 12. Or needing 12 rather.
Yeah, definitely. Now we've got Bash warping in here back into the Dark World.
And oh, they're gonna go to Turtle Rock. It's gonna cost them a lot of time. I mean, they're gonna get butter out of it eventually. But that is still a 10-minute time sink here.
Yeah, it definitely is rough to see when you know that the mushroom is just right next door.
Mally not even needing the silver arrows to kill Bulbasaur, just 2 swipes.
Yeah, just 2 swipes from the butter, just...
2 swipes and 20 rubies. Okay.
Getting that big 20, now just gonna run back and take on the Armos Knights.
Yes. Oh, I just realized Bash just didn't grab the mirror shield from Stumpy, so he's gonna have a hard time navigating the laser.
Yeah, with half magic and the cane in the cape, shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Oh, yes. That is the thing. We know the bow's not there, but he doesn't. And interesting setup here. Alright, taking a little bit of a slower way around.
Gets there. Gonna check get his right side chests now.
I've never been able to get that hook shot trick to work.
Yeah, there we go. Finding the big key early.
Yep. And Mally, who have already done Eastern earlier, is just gonna go straight to Armos.
Yep. Easy run to the back of the dungeon. 6 quick silver arrows, and down will go the Armos Knights.
Yep.
Bash getting the spin strats on that pokey, having the tempered sword as opposed to the master sword from earlier when Mally was in here.
Yeah, the red mail is gonna make this damage very minor on them. Although having 2 red hearts left, that was really close.
Yeah, I should be able to get some hearts back at the ferry now. With the
Mally beginning their Armos fight. And just 3 bombs there, but we already know that's not necessary. Alright. We have all 7 crystals now. It's time for you to guess in the chat. There are 22 big chests. There are 22 chests in general. One of them has the big key in Ganon's Tower. Guess
Where
what
will
it
it
is?
be?
Where will it be? I'm going to personally say the compass chest, which is on the right side. It's specifically the one that causes the pits.
I always go with the Bob chest. I always like to see it in the Bob chest.
Yes, the one just above the Ice Armos. Okay. If it would call me out on my little mistake there. And someone's saying tile room on this? Are you kidding me? I think our runners have suffered enough, to be honest.
There's always more suffering to be had in the Link to the Past Randomizer tournament.
And we are seeing in out of the Fireway Tide, chest number 5. That'll be interesting.
And speaking of, you know, more suffering and Randomizer to be had, if you like watching runners suffer through trolley seeds, or just like Randomizer in general, make sure to give all 4 Randomizer Mania channels a follow. And also over on Speed Gaming, we got the main tournament going. Give all 4 Speed Gaming channels a follow. The first 4 are the only official ones that we know so far.
And shout out once again to Fiesel, who set all of this up. This would not be possible without him.
Yeah, there's so many people behind the scenes making everything go on. It's been a great thing to be a part of.
Yes, and I'm glad to start being a part of it myself.
Glad to have you. Bash having a little trouble with the mimics.
Yes, we know they're not required, but still. Having a little bit of issues with that one on the right.
Got a small key in the first chest, so Molly's gonna go right.
And was that the piece of heart or the sank heart?
That was a piece of heart.
Alright. Hey, tower room. Bye, tower room.
Maybe have to come back later, maybe.
Hopefully not.
It would be nice to not have to.
Oh yeah, I guess that torch is still reachable.
Yeah, just a little lip there. Plenty of room.
I got the torch's location mixed up with the location of the fireball shooter.
Ah, okay. That makes sense.
And 20 rubies. There's the big key! Chest number 4! And my chest I called out was the piece of heart.
If you guessed chest number 4, you win my begrudging respect. But it doesn't look like anyone did.
No, unfortunately not. And with that key, we are gonna go straight up.
Yep, straight up the top. Time to take down the gauntlet.
Yeah. Some interesting strategies one can do on the way up here too. I mean, the most common is Samaria on the Wizard floor.
Oh yeah, that's a fun one.
But there's actually one coming up here, and we'll see if Mally does it. But I actually like taking deliberate damage on the marble bridge, on the floor that Mally's on right now, because that way I can just boots across and not have to worry about getting hit with by a marble.
Ah yes, that definitely makes things a little faster.
Yeah, I just deliberately fall off right at the start. Quizbowl was dead. The closest, yes.
Alright, Quizbowl, you can have my begrudging respect. I'll allow it.
And not taking the restart room, going straight up the gauntlet.
With 11 hearts, that's a fine play.
Yeah, I mean, I would possibly take the magic refill, although they probably doesn't need it.
Nice clean Stalfos room there.
And bashing their bug net, but taking it death. But it looks like they did set up the safety.
Yeah, definitely set up the safety entrance, which is good without having the riot shield to block those eye lasers.
Which unfortunately he could have had, but he forgot to check the flute kit when he checked shovel.
Finding that book is always going to be like, oh no, what have I done?
Yes. I think Mally here is going to definitely powder this bubble beam. Or is it bunny beam? I don't know what it's called.
Yeah, bunny beam is what most people refer to it as.
Yeah, some of the enemy names are really weird. Like, I remember when Buckshot was doing commentary, he said that the lizard enemies in Thieves Town were called Zax.
Huh.
I mean, I just call them Lizalfos because that's what they look like to me. But, And Bash getting a safety fairy right now. And we're seeing those Mario strats on Mally's head.
Yep, nice first wizard room there.
Yeah, the second one's a little bit trickier though. Gets it done
No
nice and
problem.
clean though. Yeah, that was a weird little fact I found out. Well, I was told it, but still.
Molly now in my least favorite room, climbing the tower.
Yeah, let's hope they don't get the soft lock I've heard about. Looks like they waited just a little bit just to make sure.
Yeah, I've seen that happen before. Right there, it's never fun.
Yeah, they despawn all the enemies and they have to reset the entire tower.
Yeah, it can actually happen at Moldorm 2 also.
Ooh.
If you poke Moldorm and then get knocked off the side, it resets the camera or unlocks the camera, and then after you kill Moldorm, it breaks everything.
Ouch.
I only know that because it happened to me in our 2v2 race in the tournament.
We're seeing cape strats here. I'm surprised they didn't use the hookshot and just have it ready. And they're not opening that final chest, which some people call validation chest.
Yeah, no need to. With Butters and Buttersword and Silver Arrows, no need to. Just go on, finish the game.
I would make the joke there, but the mods want us to stop those memes. So I will not do it. And people are doing it in the chat anyway, so I'm just going to be quiet about that for now.
2-1 hits in the first 2 cycles here for Molly.
Yeah, actually just being a little bit annoying. Blue ball. Nice triple though. Makes up for it.
And Bash finding out that the bow is not on the pedestal, just some increased arrow storage.
Yeah, that sucks. I guess there was some pedestal hype after all. I missed it. And my screen froze there for a moment. I think Mally
said it again.
Oh yeah, Mally's absolutely hitting the Ganon fight, but I missed the transition with the bird.
Just the interdimensional swag duck showing up.
Yeah. And what's our Ganon quote today? Breakfast! Good positioning on Ganon right now. Mally can take advantage of the cape right here and get a guaranteed getting to phase 3.
Yeah, those should be a very, very quick first 2 phases.
Yes. And I like the fact that they left the cane out until the bats left. And he's being kind with his teleports. We'll see if Gander continues. I called him Gander. Wow. That's his name before he transforms me. And only 1 fake teleport.
Yeah, this is a nice RNG so far.
Does not choose to get the hit right away.
Want to get the torch glitches. It's admirable,
Alright,
I
just a
suppose.
double hit right there. And looks like they might do a fire rush out real quick. And that's it. Ganon's down.
That is Ganon down.
GG to Mally, who has finished with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 54 minutes, and 20 seconds. Once again, GG to our runners. Give them a follow.
Yeah, definitely. Give both of our runners a follow. GG to Molly.
We're gonna see if we can pull in Mally here for an interview. Our runner's showing some good support here in SRL chat.
Yep, now Bash is gonna get the mushroom.
Oh, I think there was a small mistake because they were typing in SRL. No big deal. And there's Mally. Congrats on your win. Now finding the bow. How panicked were you trying to find that?
And there's the bow for Bash.
Yes, unfortunately. So yes, Val, you're in the call now. And we have Bash here in the commentary.
Man, I could have been in go mode so early.
Yeah, that mushroom kind of trolled you quite a bit.
I've known that
Bash here in the
mushroom for like the
commentary.
whole time I was like in Death Mountain, and I just never bothered to get it. I forgot to get it even after Turtle Rock. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
Yeah,
we're
that
interviewing him,
mushroom
though.
kind of trolled you
Can you
quite a
hear me?
bit. Yeah, so I can hear you now.
Okay.
So
I feel
yeah,
bad.
the bow. How nervous were you trying to find that bow?
Very, very, especially because I spent so much time
Can
earlier
you hear me?
and
Yeah,
nothing
so I can
paid
hear you
off. I felt so far
yeah,
behind.
the bow. Yeah, Bash,
How
you were
nervous
actually in the
were you
lead for
trying
the
to
most
find that
part. You were making all the right plays, but that
Very,
I
bow
made
just
so many good gambles. I can't
Yeah.
believe like they worked out the way they did.
I made so
Yeah.
many bad gambles.
That Ice
Yeah,
Rod
but,
play was really, or Ice Rod, the Ice Palace play was really good early after leaving Thieves Town. Thieves Town was also like a really good dungeon to bail on, like you did.
Yes.
For me? Oh, because I felt like I took my time going to Ice Palace. I did some overworld checking, but man, that mushroom, I got scared that it was like in Western Death Mountain.
I find it
Because I
real
never checked it.
interesting, by the way, that both have the fully upgraded armor and shield respectively.
I don't have Mirror Shield. I only have.
I
Fire
have,
Shield.
I think I have
Mirror
blue
shield
now,
was
don't I?
your mirror shield Bash was actually at the Blue Kid. You never checked him.
Oh, wait, I thought I checked Stumpy. Oh,
Uh,
I
and,
forgot.
as
you're-
for,
I must have
and as
forgotten.
for the red mail for you, Mally, that was at Graveyard Lake.
Oh, well,
That was-
I'm
that
not
was
going
also
there. I'm
Man,
not going there.
because like that early boots, like I immediately got suspicious once I found powder early. Because I'm like, okay, if I get hammer, I'm going straight to magic bat because that screwed me over one time. He had moon pearl one time, so. Oh man, I'm really glad with how I played, except for just the awful routing I had at the end. I should have gotten mushroom like super earlier. I mean, I didn't have mirror when I was doing hookshot cave, so I wasn't sure how I could route that in.
Yeah, that was kind of a big thing.
Oh well, I mean, you can't win them all, and I figured I wasn't going to make it out, so. But I'm glad I played okay. I just, man, one item.
Yeah, if you got that mushroom, you probably would
It's
have
always
won.
that one item that trolls you.
Yeah. So I was expecting mirror to be like an Eastern. I was surprised by Ice Palace having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm also surprised that you both found the medallions early that you needed.
Yeah, that was actually really a big surprise. 'Cause I found, what was it, Bombos and in the.
I believe it was
Moldorm
Escape.
Bombus was an escape, I believe.
Or it was an escape, right? And then Quake was somewhere early too. But yeah, Turtle Rock really scared me because I'm like, well, it might be here. And then I immediately got suspicious of Bo. I'm like, I don't know, man. That mushroom, like, it's there. I don't think it has it. And turns out, I was
Yeah.
entirely
Oh yeah,
wrong. I
Fricker
could've
has
had
a good question here. Were neither of you comfortable with the dark rooms?
No, I was
I
not.
I'm comfortable with some. I don't like doing the Turtle Rock room dark though. I'll do Pod dark. I'll do Eastern Palace dark. I'll do Old Man dark, but I don't really like to do that a lot because it's not really. It can set you on a bad path sometimes. But I don't know.
Yeah, in this case,
Death
it was
Mountain
not.
didn't have much besides bow apparently. So.
Yeah. So at least this time it paid out for you that it wasn't the case.
Well, then Hera also had mids, so
Oh yes, Hera having miss was huge.
that was big. I went there as soon as I could. I got my flute.
Yeah, that's where I headed after I got flute too.
I think
But
I feel
yeah.
like we both played really well. It was just the end. Like I figured, you know what? I already have powder. There's no way another fetch quest item is gonna have something. And it turns out, well, wasn't it? So it wasn't like I forgot about mushroom. Although I did after Turtle Rock, but I just didn't. I wasn't sure how to route that in. I'm like, yeah, it's important, but
So I actually had a
man.
double dip Turtle
that's really
Rock.
what killed me this race.
Yeah, Mally had a double dip Turtle Rock because they tried to check for bow in there before they had the lamp.
Okay.
And then when I went back up there, I went to Turtle Rock and then jumped off and got the mushroom, and then I went to finish Turtle Rock, and then
Okay.
I just turned that in. And
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of rooms you can go in Turtle Rock without lamp. That, like, for me, I can do like Eastern lampless and like the 2 chest room in Pod. That's the same room as the room before Helmasaur. I've never done the maze, and I've never done like Old Man, and of course Myra's like out of the question. So finding lamp in Swamp was huge. But again, just bow being where it was, that was unfortunate. I've never routed this well before, so
Yeah.
besides bow, obviously.
Yeah, that.
Oh well,
bow,
I mean.
yeah,
You
that
know,
bow
I
was
haven't
the one
practiced,
thing.
so I don't know. I'm not mad about how I played. The bow was really disappointing. So
So
It's
Mally, I just got one thing to say here. How do you feel making, or rather destroying the dream of the 5-way tie?
I feel bad, honestly. I think they would have been a lot of fun, but I'm also happy that I got a win. So mixed
Alright.
feelings.
GG's, dude. Seriously, that was actually a pretty fun scene. I mean,
Yes, and I'm gonna say this one last thing before we combine between the two of you. We only didn't know where one bottle was. Actually, no, wait, we did. because
it was Lumberjack Cave.
Yeah, it was Lumberjack, so we knew where everything was.
I
Yeah.
hated seeing that bottle. I hated seeing that bottle.
Well, I hope our race was entertaining. I hope there was some early game hype from. I don't know how much stuff we both found early, but I mean, those boots in particular were something.
You guys
Yes.
were both on Fighter Sword for a while, having found different swords.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did he
Yeah.
find Desert first, or
He actually went to
Sahasrara.
Saraslo first.
Oh, so Hostile. Okay. Yeah, that was another thing I was worried about, because I'm like, I normally go to Sahasrara and Eastern eventually, like even before Dark World, but I just kept going. It led me to Dark World and so many like other locations early on that just I put it off, thinking, well, I don't have bow yet, so.
Yeah.
But
But I'll usually do Eastern if even if I don't have bow, just because there's so many items
Yeah.
up there.
yeah, that was definitely like an exception on my part. I normally go to Eastern earlier.
Yeah, it had nothing, by the way, but
Yeah. I ended up dipping into Pod and Eastern in case, maybe Bo was there, but oh well. I mean, that's how it is. Like I played okay given my own expectations, so I'm pretty happy. It sucks being like having so many items before the hour mark, and then just not getting Bo.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Crushing, really.
So
It was
oh well.
definitely the
I hope
hunt
everyone
for the
enjoyed the
bow.
race. Like that's what
Yeah.
I'm happy. The race was a good one.
Yeah,
so.
it was definitely fun to commentate. I'm
I'll
glad
go and
that-
watch.
Once again, everyone, give our runners a follow here. They deserve it.
Yeah, GG's Mal, like you, that was huge. Like,
I was at my wit's end basically at that point. I was.
I definitely was too. And then when you dot down, I'm like, oh wow, okay. Like, Bo was somewhere stupid, probably Mushroom.
I was worried it was Pet, honestly. If it wasn't at Mushroom, I was going straight to Skull Woods and
Pedestal was
checking
an
If
Yeah.
it was that, I would have gone back to like Thieves Town because that was the only other location I could have found.
Yeah,
I
the
checked
only-
Pet as soon as I got Book.
Yeah, the only place that Mally checked after getting the mushroom was Ether.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that. I was gonna go for Bombo's tablet, but I'm like, wait, I'm already up in Death Mountain. Might as well get it. Man, that sucks. I really should have. That's one case where like, not being thorough really kills your run. Like it just, you can't. Even though you might take extra time trying to go out of your way. Like if you can clear a whole region eventually, you might as well do it. Even if. You can't leave single items behind too much because you never know. And it turns out in this case it was Bo. So.
Yeah, especially the fetch
It threw
quest
me off,
items. It's
though,
always really
Because I didn't have mirrors, so it was actually mirror locked. So it just I was
Yeah,
like,
you didn't
okay, maybe Mushroom doesn't have anything.
Yeah, you didn't have mirror at the time, unfortunately.
Oh well, fun race. I had a good time. I played okay enough.
Well, that's what matters, is having fun, right? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, thank you for commentating. I hope you guys had a good time.
I was
Always.
I was nervous this whole time. This being my first
Oh.
game, but I had a good time. I enjoyed the race.
Yeah, I was getting nervous, a little bit nervous around the hour and 20-minute mark, hour 30, and then it just kept going. I'm like, I'm probably gonna lose all this overworld checking, and then of course didn't have anything.
Yeah, I
So.
felt the same way. I was very surprised.
Well, GG's, congrats, and I'm sorry we both killed the dream.
GG's.
GG's, dude.
Yeah, GG
We'll have
to
to race
both of
again
you.
sometime.
And with that, it's gonna do it for us tonight for the secondary tournament.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody.
I don't know where we are gonna be sent, but
Yeah, give these
Sure, thank you,
commentators some
Gary.
follows for sure. Like they did probably a fantastic job, and I can't wait to go see.
And make sure to follow Kermit and Infinite Fluff. Big thanks to both of them, Kermit for tracking and Infinite Fluff for running the restream. Because
and also, of course, the one behind it all, Fiesel.
Definitely. Yeah, shout out to Infinite and Kermit. It was kind of a last minute thing, me finding out that we were getting restreamed, because we kind of put ourselves in a time slot where like 3 other people were at like the 10 o'clock Eastern time block, so
Yeah, it's a real
I'm
odd
really pleasantly
time.
surprised that
so-
worked out.
glad we got it worked out for y'all.
Alright, good night, guys.
Yep.
Good night. GG.
That will do it for us then. Everybody, thanks for watching and have a great night. And be sure to follow all the Randomizer Mania channels and all the Speed Gaming channels for your fill of all of the Randomizer coming up from now until the end of the year or so. I have been Clifford. With me has been Wolf Link. Thanks for
And
watching.
we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.